Hello, lovely the world, here to you, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In today's video, we're going to take care of a couple of side quests and shrines and all that good stuff across the Eldin region outside of Goron City. So, starting off, we're going to be taking care of something that we had mentioned before. So, it's going to take us a little while to get over there, but our first destination today is going to be the Southern Mine, after we take care of these birds. You know, I would ask how Link stays fit when he eats entire birds like that, but at the same time, he also runs around a lot in this game, so that probably burns off a lot of calories and things like that. So, I don't know. His game is made with the same engine as Ring Fit Adventure, so I'm sure that helps in some way. Wait. Oh my goodness, he looks so cute! Look at this Goron with the head. Oh, you look so adorable. Let me talk to you. Is there something on my face? Are you who are blah? And you are me? I'm Bella's son. I'm Henson's son. Yep. Are you strong? You bet I'm strong. My big bro Grayson is even stronger. We might want to keep him in mind. But not for anything we're doing today. So, we're gonna go over here and talk to you. Oh, hey, perfect. You stood up just the right time. I'm on my way back from Goron City, but forgot to buy souvenirs. I want to capture some of those fireproof lizards that live here in Death Mountain, but those suckers are quick. Say, you look pretty speedy. I bet you could catch a lot. A ton, whatever, same thing. If you're bringing me 10, I'll even give you some heat-resistant armor. So what do you say, buddy? Help a pal out of a jam by capturing me some fireproof lizards? Leave it to me. Great, thanks, buddy. Just 10 fireproof lizards should be enough. You could probably find some right around here. Fireproof lizard Roundup. Alright, so this is something I'm going to be taking care of gradually as we go across this recording session. So, we're going to jump cut to when I have all 10, but first, I want to show you a place where you can easily get some. First stop, over here. Returning to the Akala Tower briefly because there is going to be a stable down here. And there's a super shiny thing next to it. And there's a rude motorcycle outside making noise. Stupid motorcycles breaking the immersion of my Let's Plays. So, what you want to do, we want to go over here. Towards the South Akala Stable. Alrighty then, so somewhere around here should be beat. Oh! The wooden mop! Just a mop to the untrained eye. It excels at tidying up the place, but it owes its sturdy construction to a true craftsman, so it actually has some combat merit. The wooden mop, not joking, is my favorite weapon in the entire game. It's garbage, don't get me wrong, it's not a good weapon at all, but you get to attack things with a mop! This is so cute! You literally get to mop the floor with these bad guys! Okay, so yeah, let's go over this way, because there's a general and I'm very curious about this. Ooh, nope, not yet, not yet. That is for DLC stuff that we won't take care of for a little while. We'll come back for that a little later. There you are. I was looking for Beetle. Ooh, we meet again. We must have been married in our past lives. What are you looking for? Or are you selling? Well, gee, Beetle, I'm flattered, but I'm kind of already taken. Alright. I'm sure I have something you'll find useful. Please have a look. Alright, so Fireproof Lizard. Unfortunately, Beetle only carries 2 of them, and he won't restock until a Blood Moon happens. And a Blood Moon very recently happened during this recording session, so it's probably not going to happen for a little while. But luckily, I have a trick up my sleeve, so if you completed the slated for upgrades of side quest in the How to Know Ancient Tech Lab, first of all, make sure you have the camera out before you do this. So what you want to do is you want to That's not a fireproof lizard. Where is this stupid lizard? There you are. Be very careful when you do this, but take the lizard out and get a picture. There we go. No. So right now we're going to be doing a quick montage to show some fireproof lizards that we got on our journey. So what we'll be doing next is we'll be going into this menu and activating our Sheikah sensor. So we'll be able to use this to switch over to our new target as soon as I can find it. Somewhere around here. There it is. So we can set that as our target and we'll be able to use that to find the fireproof lizards. Basically, the sensor will allow you to see which direction the target's going to be located at. Now, for the fireproof lizards themselves, you still need to be careful when you approach them, because if you're too fast when you're walking around the area, then they will run off. So you do need to be careful about that. But if you're quick enough, then you'll be able to capture them. And parts like this are always so nice when there's two of them right next to each other. That makes my job so much more convenient. I'm going to find a lot of fireproof lizards around the southern mine, which is pretty convenient because this is where the side quest starts. But it was really convenient the last couple ones that I found, also just so happened to be right in the mine, so that's pretty convenient as well. And with all that taken care of, I'm going to immediately turn off the Sheikah sensor because this thing annoys me. So, yeah, we'll be going over here and we can go talk to this person. Whoa, look at all them fireproof lizards! You actually managed to chase down 10 of those suckers? Well, a deal's a deal. Hand them over and I'll give you this heat-resistant armor. Thanks, buddy. Here, take this! It's no use, take this! Yeah, this would have been useful if we didn't already buy one at the store, but the thing about this is that, while it would be useful to get this so you don't have to buy it, you also have to go across the Eldin region to get these things, but also fireproof lizards can be commonly found near the southern mine, so it's kind of weird rather not to recommend getting this here or at the store. It's weird. Something the matter, buddy? My helmet? Sorry, it ain't for lending. It's too expensive for that. You can buy your own in Goron City. To get to the city, head north from here. It's the 5th stop on the trail. I'm sorry you'd agree, buddy, that it's always handy to have some spare souvenirs on hand. See if you come across any more fireproof lizards, I'll buy them off you at 20 rubies for 3. And if you get my hands on some fireproof lizards and some monster parts, I can make some fireproof elixirs to boot. So yeah, that's pretty useful and all, but at the same time, we can already just make our own elixirs, so it'd be just a bit more convenient to do it ourselves rather than having to go find that guy every now and then. So, yeah, I kind of don't really care that much for the reward of that side quest, because I would have much preferred getting the helmet so that we wouldn't have to buy that one, but yeah, now we have an extra flamebreaker armor, so that's kind of cool, except not really, because we don't really need it, so we're probably just going to end up selling it in the store anyway.
Hey, mister! Hey, guess what I have? A secret! Wanna know what it is? Okay, I'm gonna tell you. Ready? Here it comes. My big sister Jenna loves amaranth. Oh, that was a secret, wasn't it? Jenna's gonna be mad at me again. I relate to that so much. When I was a kid, I used to think that I could impress people by spoiling stories and movies and things like that, and yeah, my mindset was that I'd impress them because I already knew what was going to happen, but it didn't exactly end well most of the time. But anyway, that's not important. Let's talk to you. What do you want? I'm just hanging out. We'll see about that. What's that? What do you have there? That's amaranth, isn't it? Could you, maybe give me some? Thank you!
For you to be walking around with my favorite plant, it seems you and I may just get along after all. That said, a guy that's famous for, well, nothing. So I have to ask, what could you possibly have come here for? Hudson. Hudson? Oh, the carpenter did stop by here, as it were. He said something like, I'm going to build a village from the ground up. I think he went off toward Lake Akala. Lake Akala is east of here. If you're curious, you should head over there. Alright, so if we talk to you again, so it's you, that said. Costumes for nothing. Do you have a side quest for us, maybe? I know you have a side quest. In that case, I have a request for you. My little sister, Glima, is a huge fan of insects. I know, I don't get it either. But apparently there's a certain insect that she's dying to see in real life. She won't tell me about it, though. I suppose there are some things you just can't talk about with those closest to. Anyway, would you mind talking to her and trying to figure out what silly insects she's crazy about? It's for her birthday. Think of it as a special birthday favor. Ooh, or even a birthday quest. Look, let's do it, okay? Little sister's big request.
Hey, mister!
What's up?
Hey, guess what? I have a secret. Wanna know what it is? Hey, okay, I'm gonna tell you. Here it comes. My big sister Jenna hates dragonflies.
Wow.
Yeah! I saw a picture of a warm darner, a cold darner, an electric darner, and a book. But then I showed them to Jenna. She said their eyes were creepy and got mad. Oh, that was a secret, wasn't it? Jenna's gonna be mad at me again. But I think that's because the pictures were all up close and stuff. I bet real ones are super cute. When I grow up, I want to travel the world and meet some real dragonflies.
Alright, so now that we have that information, we can go back over here and talk to Jenna once again.
So it's you.
Glima? No way. Of all things, she wants to see a gross dragonfly. A warm darner, a cold darner, and an electric darner. 3 different types. Anything but dragonflies. Just thinking about their eyes makes me feel sick. I see. So, Glima knows that I despise dragonflies, and that's why she wouldn't tell me how much she loves them. Oh, this is her birthday wish. I didn't have a choice. Bring me a warm darner, cold darner, and electric darner, please. I want to surprise Glima, so don't tell her about this. Hey, you already found them all, didn't you? Right, in that case, may I have them? You... I can't do this. Please give them to her. Just give them to Glima yourself. Alright, so... It may seem convenient that we already got them, but to be honest, I'm recording some of these videos out of order, and we just so happen to come across a stable where we found them. So, most of the darners can be found out in the wild and things like that. But the electric darner one in particular is kind of tricky to find because it only shows up during thunderstorms. So that one's a little bit trickier to come across. On screen you'll have locations where it's easiest to find each of the darner dragonflies. But just know, if you just want to buy them without having to look for them yourself, then the warm and cold darners can be found in a stable called the Gerudo Canyon Stable, which can be found west of the Great Plateau. And the electric darner could be found at the Riverside Stable, which we've already seen in the order of the playlist. And with all that in mind, let's go talk to Glima once again.
Oh, hi, mister.
What? These are for you.
Really? What is it? Wow, real life dragonflies. Are these really for me? Hey, big sis, looky, it's a real life warm darner and a cold darner and an electric darner too. I'll bring them over so you can see.
I managed to calm down, somehow. Now then, I must thank you for catching those dragonflies. Here, take this. And we get a silver ruby! I'm fine with most insects, the only ones I simply can't stand are dragonflies. When I think about them looking at me with those evil eyes. That was rough. Okay, I need to take a deep breath. Little sister's big request complete.
Oh, hi, mister. Thanks so much for the dragonflies. My big sisters and the sheep are all doing just great.
Do you see anything else if we talk to you again? So it's you. I managed to calm down somehow. Yeah, you're just repeating the same dialogue over and over again. Oh, we can talk to you again. Who are you? I'm Jenna, the second eldest. I'm in charge of the flower patch. My big sister, Kaifa, is in the back taking care of the livestock. My little sister, Glima, is looking for insects around here today. I'm fine with most insects. The only ones that simply can't stand are dragonflies. Yeah, and you're going to repeat some dialogue. That's right, so we've already met the other two sisters, so we might as well take this time to talk to the third one if we can find her. And it looks like she's over there, so let's go talk to her. Good day. Ah, you're a customer, right? Yes. Okay, good. There's rumor that a suspicious person named Kilton appears at Skull Lake just north of here. They say he's the owner of something called Fang and Bone. It only appears at night, or so they say. It seems the Isakala stable up north is hiring soldiers for protection because of the rumors about Kilton. Be careful out there. That is quite intriguing indeed, and it might be something we'll look into a little bit later. Alright, so it's been bothering me that we've been here this long and we haven't taken care of that shrine yet, so we're going to take care of that next. So as we go across this area, I'd like to talk a little bit more about this mop. So, it's a very stupid weapon. It is not good. It is not a good weapon at all. It breaks easily, doesn't do a whole lot of damage. But this is something I have a fond memory with because, first of all, it's a mop. You can fight with a mop. It's so funny. But I remember in my first playthrough, I was determined to carry a mop with me throughout the rest of the game. Like, I was determined to make this the weapon that I used to destroy Calamity Ganon with. Unfortunately, you can't really defeat Calamity Ganon with only mops, even if you have all of them with attack buffs and they're all on fire and things like that. It's still not enough to fully destroy Calamity Ganon, unfortunately. The Kasho Apparatus. Vital testing apparatus destroyed. And we can't flip that upside down. Okay, so this right here is a kind of interesting puzzle. So what you want to do is that you want to have it like that, and you should be good to go. And as we go across this area, I'm going to look over my notes, see if there's anything in this area. Isn't it just great when you're looking through 400 plus pages worth of notes, and all it says that there is a treasure chest in the first room? When you already saw the treasure chest when you're pulling up the notes? Boy, this Let's Play is certainly a thing. So, yeah, what we want to do next is we could waste our precious arrows and do stuff like that, but the fun way that I like to do is backflip. That usually works, but I guess it didn't this time. I think we can make it work. Okay, I swear this can work. I thought it could work. I guess it doesn't, though. Is crouching going to work? No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, well, what I want to do is I want to have a bomb over here so that we can be unnecessarily epic and things like that. So, it's important to remember that I never learned my lesson. Alright, we'll try this again. I'm going to make the backflip work. I know it can work. I know it can work. Never mind, I'm a liar. It doesn't work, and now I'm sad. Alright, so we have the bomb over there, so what you want to do, you want to blow it up, and then that thingy will come all the way around. And yeah, you might as well just use a bow and arrow for the rest of this, because it's way too much effort to keep putting bombs over there.
So, let's go with this, and eventually we should be okay. Silver Scale Spear, and the inventory is full. Why wouldn't it be? We're gonna keep the mop with us for the rest of our adventure. Let's destroy the drill shaft. It's almost destroyed anyway. And with that taken care of, we can continue on over here. And no, there's a door, my one weakness. So we go over here, and there is one more apparatus puzzle. I like this one. This one is just so silly, but I really like this one. So what you want to do is that you want to control the thingy around with the handy-dandy functionality of motion controls. So that's going to be pretty fun. It's just unfortunate that the controls are just not quite as fine-tuned as they should be, because I know this can be really fun. I personally like this idea. It's just that the controller kind of desyncs from the apparatus itself, and it's just so awkward. Like, the problem is that the apparatus itself moves too slowly for the most controls to keep up with, so it desyncs that way. We're gonna knock these off the thing so we can start over. Wow, one of them fell off before the other two even got on there. That's just the unfortunate thing about it. It just seems like it was better suited for the Wii U gamepad, because that's what Breath of the Wild was originally built for. But I don't know if that's the case. I have the Wii U version. I just haven't played it yet. So now let's go over this way, and boom! Easy. First try. All shall fear my perfection. That's the most egocentric thing that I've ever said. I swear I'm not like that. I swear I'm not like that. I'm just being goofy, but... Wow. Your resourcefulness in overcoming this trial speaks to the promise of a skip. And to prove that I'm not perfect, I'm going to completely forget to put the voice filter on that. May the goddess smile upon skip. So after completing this shrine over here, I teleported back over this way, so that we can take care of a couple more shrines. So the first one that we'll be taking care of is going to be located over here. So this is the path that we took to get to Goron City, way back when we first started exploring the Eldin region. So the next shrine that I'd like to take care of is going to be located over here. There's some more deposits right here, so I'd like to take care of that before we do anything else. Blow that up, and I was hoping the case would be blown up too. Oh well. So, yeah, we want to go over here, because around this cliff there should be another shrine. Yes, there is. It's like I could see the future. I'm practically shocked. Dahaj Shrine. Dahaj. Whatever language that J is supposed to be pronounced. Again, the letter J can never seem to make up its mind on how it's supposed to be pronounced. And going back to the Shulk thing, I just gotta say, Pyra was confirmed for Smash, and that makes me super happy. Okay, so I know this is very off topic. Well, actually, we're in a fire-based dungeon, so it's perfectly on topic if you really think about it. But Pyra is like one of the characters that I've been wanting the most out of anybody in Smash. Like, probably the only character that I like to happen more would probably either be a Zelda character or Lara Croft. But, like, Xenoblade 2 is one of my favorite games of all time, and it really bummed me out that there were no Xenoblade newcomers in the base roster for Smash Ultimate. Now, I wasn't disappointed by the base roster by any degree, because they had a lot of really great characters a lot of people wanted. It's just that some of the characters that I was personally hoping for didn't make it into the main game, even though we did get an Inkling, who was literally the #1 character that I was most wanting to see. But now Pyra has been confirmed, and it makes me so happy! Like, Pyra was literally, like, the character that I wanted the most out of any DLC character, maybe aside from Lara Croft. And the thing is, like, the big reason why I was hoping that would happen is that before Smash Ultimate came out, Masaru Sakurai had talked about how he really enjoyed Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So I thought that that might be an indication that we might see a Xenoblade 2 newcomer. But
as we saw, that eventually didn't happen, and same thing with an ARMS character. The problem was that both of those games were announced too late into Smash Ultimate's development cycle for them to be included. But then they included Min Min, so then I thought maybe this is their chance to include Pyra, and she did get added. Oh man. Okay. I know that's going to be super outdated within a short time because the Pyra is only be coming out pretty soon, actually. So yeah, it might be super outdated pretty quickly, but I don't care. I'm so excited for Smash. I'm so excited for Pyra and Smash. So with those taken care of, an alternative thing that you could have done to destroy that switch would have been to light up an arrow with this lantern and then just aim for the box. But I wanted to demonstrate that method. Are there any other shrines? Are there any other things in this shrine before we do anything else? Wow, I'm such a dork. Okay, so I was looking through my notes to make sure that we got everything. I'll have it up on screen, but all I wrote for the notes in terms of puzzles was more fire burning fun. Whee! Not underneath it for my notes for the treasure chest. Burn the vines for the first treasure chest. That's quite vine with me. Why am I so stupid? Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing that happens. And we get a spirit tub. Alright. The last thing we'll be taking care of in today's video, we'll be returning to the Foothill Stable real quick, and we're going to be heading inside. So we go inside here, and we can see this person looking at a very beautiful painting. This is gorgeous. I wish I had this kind of artistic skill. You and me both. I took 3 drawing classes in college, and I can still barely draw a circle. Have you come to look at this picture too? It's so beautiful. I could spend hours just looking at it. This painting was made by Uzanda, whatever, the owner of the stable, or so I hear. The volcano in the background, it's so majestic, and the stable is subtle in the scenery. I think the stable was painted from the southern direction. The composition is just so impressive. A landscape of a stable. I love art like that. Like, I love art in general. Like, it's just... I'm jealous of artists. Like, I'm legitimately jealous of artists because, like I said, I took 3 drawing classes in college, and I can still barely draw a circle. So... Oh, okay, we want to be careful. There's a lizard right there. Get back over here, you stupid lizard! I need you for a side quest. So, yeah. The thing about that is that I really did enjoy those drawing classes. It's just that I kind of wish that they kind of helped me be a better artist. I feel like they did in some ways because there are a lot of things I did learn in those classes. I don't regret it. It's just that it's one of those classes where the teacher really pushes your own style, which I really did greatly appreciate because it's really disheartening when you're trying your best, but the teacher just says, no, I want your art to look like this person's artwork and things like that. Like, everybody had their own very unique style. Like, okay, first of all, I should actually talk about the shrine quest before we move on to that topic. So, this is the location that the painting inside the stable was painted. So, over there is going to be the shrine, and that's your hint for where the thing is. So that's pretty fun. It's basically like trying to track down the memory side quests and things like that. But going back to the art thing. So, I was told in those classes that my drawing skills is best suited for cartoony things and things like that. Which I did appreciate because that is what I was mostly going for. Like, I remember very specifically, we were drawing, I don't remember exactly what we were drawing. It was like a bunch of objects in a room, and we were told to focus on like one big thing to focus on, and have a few small things surrounding it. So, I was drawing this sewing machine, and The teacher was really nice when we were doing critiques about that, talking about how he could see it starting to move around, start dancing like a Disney cartoon, and that really resonated with me because I love Disney. But there are also some very talented artists who could do like realistic artwork, and there's this one really cool one who could do like very surreal abstract stuff, and it was very impressive. And it's just like, I'm super jealous of artists out there who could do stuff like that, because I really want to be a better artist. I just don't have the brain for that. My skill is better suited for writing and programming and things like that. I'm not a good artist. But anyway, enough about that, because we're going over this way. And I really like this shrine because we get to burn stuff. The fire starting the fire. Burn! Burn! So we get to burn stuff over here. We get to set these boxes on fire. This makes the pyromaniac in me so happy. Did we burn the treasure chest? We totally did. That was so cool. So to complete the shrine, all you need to do is burn these boxes over here. That's literally all that you need to do. But you know me, I'm a pyromaniac. We have to set everything on fire. The fire is so pretty, I kinda wanna let it spread. Okay, anyway, we have a cobble crusher, and our inventory is always full. It's always full. Why is that a thing? Okay, I don't mind weapon durability and all that good stuff, but I really did wish that they had more inventory spots and things like that. Alright, enough about that. So we'll be going over here. Ignore that one weapon because in the order of the playlist we haven't gotten that one yet. It's just that I record some of these videos out of order. So we burn that stuff over there. And oh, it's a key. Okay, I want to see if I can catch it while it's falling. Nah, close enough. And we get a ruby. Now all we need is a Yang, a Weiss, and a Blake. And with all that good stuff out of the way, let's go talk to the monk and finish off this shrine. I love this one so much. It's just so much fun. I've played through this one like 4 times the past couple of weeks as I've been practicing and setting up the best route for this episode. But, man, I just love this shrine so much. I never get tired of it. So I didn't get over all that. We're in this video off here. So thank you all so much for watching this episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Your options on where to go next. You go to the next video in the playlist where we're going to start looking for this mysterious Kilton that we've been hearing about all across our adventure, as well as take care of the last of the side quests across the Eldin region. The alternate route, however, is to set out and start exploring the western side of Hyrule's map, because we've been exploring a good chunk of the eastern side, so with 2 Divine Beasts finished over here, I think now might be a good time to go start exploring the western side of the world. The alternate route, however, is to go look for the Koroks across the Eldin region, or ignore everything and go straight for Ganon. So thank you all so much for watching this episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I believe gear to you, and where would you like to go to next? Three, 2, 1, go. In case you want to know what I've been playing recently.